Hi, everyone. I hope you got the memo that we were starting at 5:30. Oh, hi, welcome. Oh, I see so many of you from the cleanse. We just had our meeting. Thank you for rejoining me tonight for Mystic Monday. Happy pink full moon. Oh my goodness. What an incredible, incredible night it is. What an emotional day it's been. Hi, DJ. I had so many emotions coming up for me today. So much. Hi, Sherilyn. I hope it's been great for each of you celebrating this full moon. They call it the they call it the pink moon because this is when the flowers would be blooming every year. Sylvia had intense emotions today. Hi, Sherry. Oh, hi. Hi, Faye. So if you're new to Mystic Monday, let us know in the chat. Hi, Lisa. Let us know in the chat. Faye's from Grand Prairie, Alberta. Let us know if tonight's your first Mystic Monday or your first gathering with us. Hi, Erica. Hi, Monica. Sheila's having child's pose. So we're in the middle of the ceremonial tea cleanse, the Earth Magic ceremonial tea cleanse. So we just had our tea cleanse ceremony, and now we are moving into the Mystic Monday. So I welcome so many of you. Oh, Heidi, it's your first from Phoenix, Arizona. Beautiful. Anne brought family tonight, brother Bill and nephew Michael. Oh wow, we have some of the male persuasion in the room. It's rare to have men here, other than our darling Thomas, who helps me put all these on. Edith is this is her first gathering. Had a particularly lovely day. I'm so glad. Hi, Paris in New Jersey. Hi, Kim in Buffalo. Hi in San Diego, Andrea. Oh, Tiffany's looking forward to receiving your heart chakra tea. It's so yummy. Beautiful. Oh, got it. Oh, Bex, where are you calling in from? It's your first time. Welcome. Tammy in Louisiana, drinking raspberry Earl in Irvine, California. Hi, Corky. Beautiful. Deborah in it's her first time in Raleigh, North Carolina. I just heard that Apple is going to be building a $1 billion campus there. So amazing. Bex is from near Pensacola, Florida. Welcome. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to have you all tonight. So the reason we do the Magic Hour gatherings, thanks, Faye. The reason we do the Magic Hour gatherings is to give us a time and space for the sacred in our everyday lives and to connect ourselves to ourselves as well as to each other in a safe circle of tea ceremony. And I do tea ceremony to calm my nervous system. I do tea ceremony to focus. I do it to increase my health and well-being. I do it because I love it and I want to make it accessible for everybody and enjoyable for everyone. And I want you all to know that you don't have to be fancy. You don't have to, I'm super clumsy. If any of you have seen my videos, I spill tea. It's why I only wear black, really. I've gotten to the point where I bought something white a few weeks ago, and within 2 minutes, I had ruby moon down the front of it, and I couldn't get it out. So don't wear white while drinking ruby moon if you're clumsy like me. But what I want to express is that tea ceremony is absolutely something that you can do on a daily basis to relax your nervous system, to increase your health and well-being, to increase your connections to yourself and others. And it can be even done as simple as being in a car and, when you're at a stop sign, asking yourself the sensory questions, taking the heart breaths. So I've designed a very simple tea ceremony that can be done several times a day or once a month. And we're going to do that tonight. And then we're going to do a reading for the full moon. And so if you have ever ordered from Magic Hour, in most of the boxes, we put a moon chart. And on the other side, you can write things down. You can write love notes to yourself. You can write your intentions and what you want to release. But this is the new moon and the full moon. So on the new moon, farmers, like our tea farmers, plant on the new moon. And what you plant on the new moon grows, because as the moon is growing, it actually pulls, right? So the tides are run by the moons, our cycles as women are run by the moons, but the new moon is when you plant, and the full moon is when you harvest or release. So because it happens pretty fast every month, sometimes you can plant an intention and 2 weeks later, it's not going to be ready yet. Sometimes you got to bake it a little longer in the oven of manifestation. But when you are planting something on the new moon, what happens is that intention takes hold and the seed is planted. And then as the moon grows, you can remember what your intention is. And then on the full moon, it's a really nice time to release things, because as the moon gets full, and tonight at 8:30 Pacific, it's going to be full. It's a super moon, pink moon, so it's a big moon. And what will happen is when the moon gets really full and then it starts to shrink, whatever you want to release on that full moon, when it's full and heavy and bold, and then it starts to shrink and wane, you start to release that which is no longer serving you, or bad habits, or a mindset you no longer want to hold on to, or a feeling, or sometimes it can be a friendship, right? Sometimes you realize like, oh, this friend isn't good for me anymore. Oh, this habit of watching Netflix till 2 in the morning probably isn't good for my schoolwork. Or, like my daughter, we have to manage her video game time, or whatever it is. Anything on the full moon you want to release, it's the golden time to do it. Okay, so tonight I want to ask each of you, and we're going to sit down, we're going to do ceremony. So I hope you have your cups of tea. I'm going to ask each of you just to grab a piece of paper or something you can write on. And as soon as we're done with the tea ceremony, what we'll do is we'll do a little exercise and practice, and we'll do a reading, and then we will close the circle, and you will all be off into your lives, dreaming away tonight. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to move my chair over. And this is my tea ceremony setup. And you can make a tea ceremony area anywhere in your house. Normally I don't wear my boots on my tea ceremony setup, but they're very hard to get off. So today I'll do that. So what I like to do is my housekeepers rearranged my tea ceremony table today. Okay, I'm gonna reset my energy here. Definitely not drinking the matcha tonight, or I won't sleep. Full moons give me tons of energy. So, okay. So I always like to set up a tea ceremony table. It can be a tray, something very simple where it's yours, it's your space. Some of us don't have a room of our own, but some of us we have enough. We can create a tray of our own, and it's where we keep our special teacup. We can keep our incense or our crystals. We can, if you're a nature lover, you can put feathers or rocks, anything you want. And so I always light a candle. It's my symbol of it's time to focus on the divine. It also symbolizes fire, and the tea symbolizes water. And then I like to burn incense as well. And the incense symbolizes air for me. Okay, I'm gonna light, let's see, I'm going to light love tonight. This is the love incense. And it's a good time to love ourselves in an emotional full moon where we're releasing maybe some habits that aren't so good for us. Okay, all right. I also like to play my sound bowls here and there. The sound bowls sort of tune me into a spaciousness. I'm just going to hit them with this little rubber mallet instead of playing them tonight. I always feel like the heart one's out of tune. And we're focused on the heart chakra this month. It's very interesting. Whatever you need to do to get in the place of knowing that it's time for you to focus on your soul. It's time for you, if you're having tea ceremony with those you love, to focus on your love for each other, things you appreciate about each other. So as the tea is steeping, I like to think of 3 things I'm most grateful for and to list them out. If you're having ceremony with someone else, some of you bring your family, you can all say the 3 things you're most grateful for. And so gratitude increases flow of opportunity. It increases our ability to grow. That which you appreciate grows. So number 1, I'm so grateful that I had the good fortune today to meditate, to spend time reflecting. I'm so grateful to have had the good fortune to have housekeepers come and clean my space. My beloveds, they make my life so much easier. I'm so grateful for our ability to connect over the internet and be together in unity and in tea ceremony. So grateful for the technology that we get to do this together and be together. Okay, so as you pour your tea, you can then hold your tea to your chest. And then what I like to do is take 3 heart breaths. And in the first heart breath, see the green glowing energy of your heart chakra and see it filling your cup. The heart has the most intelligence, and it has a much greater electromagnetic energy pulse than the brain. It is the power center of your body. It is where your emotional intelligence, it's where your soul communicates to you. So as your chest is aglow and filled with beautiful fresh oxygen, exhale. And at the second heart breath, not only fill your glass, but fill the room around you. And if there are other people around you, embrace them with that beautiful emerald glow energy of your heart. Inhale and expand the green, beautiful energy of your heart chakra, the synthesizer of all the energy from the earth, through your body, from your mind and the heavens, all coming together in the heart. And exhale. And with the third heart breath, see if you can not only fill the room, but fill the apartment or the house, fill the neighborhood, and see if you can touch that glorious pink moon with your beautiful green heart energy, filling the space. The more we focus on healing our hearts and expanding our heart energy, the easier our lives become. Because if we are functioning with the heart, the true intelligence of the heart as our driver, love and compassion and self-care and empathy, all the things are easy. Making connections, loving each other through our differences, all the things that the great spiritual leaders and teachers of all time have taught us, namely Christ and Buddha, Paramahansa Yogananda, the Dalai Lama. Now what we want to do is we want to center into our senses. Our senses are how divinity speaks to us. And so you ask yourself, what do I hear? What do I hear? And learn the difference between hearing and listening. Hearing is very passive. It's hearing of sounds. Listening is active. It's an act of effort to a degree where you're listening for either a message or silence. I have a snoring dog and she cracks me up. Or kids playing, or motorcycles going by with loud engines. There you go. So is life. Then you can ask yourself, what do I see? You can look around. If you're having tea ceremony with someone else, you can really truly look at them. What do I see? Glorious moment in time to be able to truly look. Seeing is almost passive. Looking actively is active. You can look in your tea, you can look anywhere. Then ask yourself, what do I feel? Get into your body, feel the sensations. So often we're in our heads. Re-entering into the space of the heart and the body is such a gift. Seems very simple, but it's very hard to do sometimes. We're a very heady culture. We use our brains for almost everything. The heart makes the brain work less. The brain freaks out a little bit over that, likes to be in control. But the heart, the fluidity, the intuition, the grace. Right, what do I feel? And then finally, you can bring the tea to your nose and you can ask yourself, what do I smell? What do I smell? Oh, sorry. Every time I smell, I taste. And then finally, ask yourself, what do I taste? And bring the whole experience into the body. That touchstone of the senses. And now just relax into the feelings of your senses. See if you can expand them past what you naturally feel, what you normally feel. If you ask yourself, what are you feeling now? Take note of sensation in the body. You might feel a little excited. You might feel like, this lady's a little weird. Begin to discern the difference between thought and feeling. We think things, but we feel sensation. We often think and put a story on the sensations our body is feeling. Learning to distinguish between the thought story we put on a feeling and the actual sensation of simply feeling is a gift. And if any of you can do that consistently, you'll be enlightened, because that's how that works. Sensations are not stories. They're simply sensations. We put our past experiences on sensations, and then what happens is we create more and more stories that pile up on each other, and then we lose our zen. We lose our ability to be equanimous and to be calm. We tell a story like, oh, my shoulder hurts. Oh, it hurts again. Oh, it must be injured. I wonder if I need to have surgery. Oh no, I had a friend who had surgery on her shoulder. It didn't go so well. Oh no, what should I do? Boom, we're in story. Sensation is very different. And with tea, we are asked to be in our sensation and to release story. The only story we are telling here is a story of the senses. What do I hear? What do I taste? What do I smell? What do I see? And what sensations do I feel? And then if we're in the space of the heart, we're able to actually have our soul visitation. Our soul is actually able to bring forth its fruit. What is the soul's fruit? The soul's fruit is calm, wisdom, joy, peace, abundance, grace. All the things we want, all the things we're working so hard for, all the things we say, when I get that A plus, I'll do that. When I retire, I'll do that. When I find my soulmate, I'll do that. When we have time for a vacation, we'll do that. When I this, when I that, when I'm making enough money, I'll do that. When I buy that new house, I'll do that. But tea, being in the sensation, being in the fruits of the soul in the moment, all that is already yours. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to achieve anything. You don't need to do anything but simply Be with your tea. And tonight, as we release anything, any story, idea of struggle, habit, anything, whatever we release, just know there's nothing you're holding on to right now that makes you whole. Everything that makes your wholeness is inherent in your soul. You are completely whole. So whether or not you make 6 figures a year does not matter. Whether or not you are retired yet, nothing matters. The only thing that matters is you can sit in simplicity with your tea and know that you are whole and that your soul is calling for you to know this. Society and culture wants you to work harder, wants you to buy more stuff, wants you to think you're not enough. It's not true. All of that is story. All of that is false. All of that is not real. You are whole in who you are. You were born whole. You will die whole. The trick is being whole now between birth and death, knowing that you are plentiful. You contain multitudes. You are that which was born to experience wholeness on planet Earth, no matter what has happened to you, no matter what resources you have or have been given, no matter what. The entirety of your being is here now. And in that is every resource you could possibly need if you know how to be present to it, if you know how to tap the wholeness of your soul. And tea for me is a great way to do it because it makes me settle down long enough to just sit and remember. Remember, I have the answers. I have the wholeness. I have the resources in my heart, in my soul, and then eventually in my mind. My mind remembers. And that's what we do here. We do the simple act of remembering that everything we could possibly ever want or need is inside of our heart. And that truly was Christ's message to us too. It was Buddha's message. Your wholeness is not what the food companies or the commercials want you to remember, because then you won't buy their stuff. But your wholeness is absolutely your birthright. It's absolutely what you can live into every day of your life. Okay. All right, so that's my reflection on this glorious full moon. I'm going to come back over to you now. And sit with you. Beautiful ones. Okay. Beautiful. Hi, everyone. Wonderful. Okay, so in the next couple minutes, we're going to do a quick reading for everyone. And so write down anything that you are letting go of for tonight on this beautiful full moon. If you missed the beginning of this with the instructions, you can rewatch it. And Sylvia will pray for you. You're welcome. Oh, thanks, Beth. Okay, so we're going to do a reading from our dear friend Colette Baron Reed's Oracle of the Seven Energies, and this is for the highest good of you individually and the group. We're going to pull a card that each of you can learn from tonight as you celebrate and release during this massive supermoon, the pink full moon. And pink is the color of rose quartz, which is love and compassion. Just as I said that, look what I picked. Beautiful uncaging. And the tea ceremonies are heart work. So let me read this for you, my loves. Okay, beautiful uncaging. Woo! Okay, here we are. I'm going to hold it up. Key concepts: the prison of guilt, a need for self-inventory, rigorous honesty, accountability, making amends. At this time, you're being called to assess where guilt is playing a part in your life. Recognize how it's affecting you and others and address it so you can release yourself from its grip. Guilt is a powerful emotional state capable of transforming difficult situations. It keeps you accountable for your actions when you've done something that causes harm. However, it can also feed a self-sabotaging cycle that fosters codependency and a distorted sense of personal power. Self blame can lead to behaviors that perpetuate low self worth. Have you done or said something for which you need to make amends? Have you disregarded a boundary or broken a promise? Guilt can make you aware of potential ways you have given injury and show you how to redress the transgression. When you sincerely admit you're wrong and begin the process to fix it, this is an act of accountability, responsibility, and liberation. Take a moment now to consider when you have harmed others or yourself. This knowledge will free you from the story you tell about it, so you're able to connect with truthful remorse. Now is the time for rigorous honesty as you take a self inventory with a neutral state of mind. A good question to ask yourself now is why the guilt is there. You might be taking on a burden that is not even yours to carry. Pay attention, take action, and uncage yourself from the prison of your own making. Wow. Any of you guys feeling guilt right now? Yeah, this is a good one. Uncaging the heart. Yeah, guilt is super heavy, and we all have it. Guilt for not being disciplined enough, guilt for not, saying something when we should have, whatever it is. Yeah, so let's let this go tonight. Mm, all right. Oh, Bex, sorry, my love. Yeah, guilt is so much. It takes so much from us. Yeah. All right, my loves. Let's feel any guilt in our bodies right now. Let's just feel it. Let's just be with it. Okay. Locate it in the body. And now I want you just to pat yourself where you feel it. Just simply, if you know Reiki, put some Reiki in yourself. If you don't know Reiki, just hold yourself. Wherever you're feeling the guilt, just put your hand there, my loves. It's okay. We could have done something. We should have said this. We shouldn't have said that. We could have said that. We could have done more. We should have done more. Let's just be in a state of grace. Let's say to ourselves, I love myself even though I feel guilty about blank. I love myself even though I feel guilty about blank. Okay. Sure is easy to love other people and hard to love the self, isn't it? Yeah, Allison. So is the pink moon the truthful moon? Wow. That is powerful. Thank you, Allison. That is powerful. All right, my loves. Well, a lot to chew on for tonight, a lot to be with, a lot to reflect on. I just want each of you to know that you are pure magic underneath all of the other stuff either put on you from outside energies or, the mind. You are a pure being made of stardust, literally, with a soul breathing through you. I send each of you out into your night. Write down in your journal what you want to release, write it down on a piece of paper, fold it up, bury it, or burn it safely, or tear it up and flush it down the toilet, whatever you need to do. Just simply let the subconscious see you release it. It's a simple ritual, but it works. Trust me, it works. Anything you're feeling bad about, go ahead. And if you need to ask yourself for forgiveness, write yourself a letter. Self love, self care, that's where it's at. There's nothing selfish about it. It's actually the least selfish thing you can do. Okay. Happy full moon. I love you all. I will see you all next Monday. We have a special guest, and I think we have a special guest next Monday. But if I don't see you between now and then, I will see you next Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific, back to our normal time. And I send you all my love, and I hope you enjoyed tonight. Okay. And remember, tea ceremony is all for you, something you can do every day for yourself. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Good night.